Welcome back to the show. Today we are going to learn about something new in Central Texas. It's called Untamed Hope. And I want to introduce you to my new friend, Amy Morency. And
Hi,
Amy is a yogi. She's a yoga instructor,
I
and
am.
but you apparently have a passion for animals
I
as well.
do. Yes.
So tell me what Untamed Hope is, what you hope for it to become.
So, Untamed Hope, I founded this 2 years ago, and it came about because I tragically lost my Jack Russell Charlie a year prior. And if anyone heard me talking about her and didn't know who she was, you'd never know I was talking about a canine. She was more than my best friend. She was my soulmate
Yeah,
and my person, and she still is.
yeah.
So,
I know
Untamed
it's
Hope,
hard.
it
Yeah.
is. It is. She was with me for 12 years, and I didn't realize how much I relied on her until I lost her.
Hmm.
And so, after we lost her, I was in this place of intense grief, and I felt lost. And I just thought, how can I honor her in a big, impactful way? And that's when I created Untamed Hope. So the vision of Untamed Hope is to provide a place of sanctuary for these animals that otherwise have no home. But the way we approach it is a holistic view on their welfare. So mental and emotional health is just as important to us as physical health. So
And when
just
you're talking
tailored.
about animals that may naturally live in a jungle or live in the wild,
Right. Yeah.
it's unnatural for them to be in captivity anyway.
It's tough to give them everything that they need
Hmm.
to not merely survive, but to thrive. And that's where we want to come in and make sure these animals are thriving.
Okay,
Yeah.
you keep saying we. Who is we?
So right now, Untamed Hope is our board.
Okay.
So it's me and my husband and a former coworker, zookeeper, of mine, and the three of us are working behind the scenes to try and get this thing off the ground and have it become a reality.
So, bottom line, we're not talking dogs and cats
We're not.
necessarily. I
We're
mean,
not.
these could be chimpanzees. I mean,
So,
it could be anything,
yeah, I
right?
mean, the focus for us is primates and birds of prey and
Okay.
smaller carnivores. Um, that's my background of where I have the most experience with those animals. And the climate of Texas is actually pretty good for these animals that come from a tropical region, require warmer
Hmm.
weather. So the primates is my main passion. I fell in love with an orangutan at Cheyenne Mountain Zoo forever ago, and that's where I have navigated my passion for. I know we're not supposed to have favorites for animals, but
Right.
we do. But yeah, those are the animals we're going to focus on.
So you founded Untamed Hope a couple of years
I
ago,
did.
and at this point, you're still looking for a facility, right?
We are searching for land right now in Falls County. We're looking for something about 20 to 30 acres,
Hmm.
something very manageable. We also need major donors and longtime supporters because we need funds to get to acquire this land so we can start building right away and help these animals. I think there's an awareness that we also need to bring to the community about these types of animals that need rescuing. So AZA, it's the Association of Zoos and Aquariums. It's a facility or organization that helps bring zoos and aquariums to a higher standard of care.
Hmm.
So our zoo here is
Yeah, the
accredited by
Cameron Park Zoo.
AZA.
Yes, I know that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, which is wonderful to know.
yeah. They recently came out with a Wildlife Trafficking Networking Act because this is a continued growing problem with wildlife trafficking.
I was
So
not aware of that.
yeah, and a lot of people aren't. So I feel like it's part of Untamed Hope's duty to bring awareness to the community. This is a continued and unfortunately growing threat to our wildlife populations. And so this act that AZA came out with, it's to help coordinate zoos, sanctuaries with the local, state, and federal law enforcement so we can come together and we can find placement for these animals and care for them. You can imagine the state that these animals
Mm.
come in. They need lots of rehab and specialized care, but they also need placement. And so a lot of these animals wouldn't necessarily thrive in a zoo setting. If they come with traumatic backgrounds, they might be older. And so that's where Untamed Hope would be an ideal facility to give that individualized care. Our facility isn't planning on being open to the public, so they can get that peace
Right, right.
and
It's not
live
it's
that
not a
quiet
zoo that
life.
where people can
Right,
come and
right.
see them. But I would assume you would need volunteers, you would need folks to
Absolutely.
help, aside
Yeah,
from the financial thing, which is the
yeah.
first need.
Right, right. And we do tend to scale, our growth, so hopefully we won't bite off more than we can chew.
Well, that's wise, yeah.
Yeah, in my background, I have cared for 50 animals just by myself, and that included everything about them, from their diet preparation to their exhibit maintenance. So,
So where did you learn about this kind of thing? When did you, I know you told me what sparked your desire to found Untamed Hope, but have you always been
I,
involved with with
yeah, well,
veterinary type things?
my path that led me here is kind of windy.
Okay, well tell me.
So, in a nutshell, ballet dancer turned zookeeper turned yoga instructor turned founder of a nonprofit.
Okay, there
That's
you
it in a
go.
nutshell.
Makes sense to
Yeah,
me. I
right?
mean, yeah, natural progression.
So,
Um,
my first zookeeping job was at Cheyenne Mountain Zoo in Colorado
in
Springs,
Colorado Springs.
Colorado.
Oh, okay, so how long were you in Colorado?
I was there for about 4 years before I moved to another state. I've lived in about 7 different states, and we're done moving. We're done. Yeah, I'm really
You
tired
settled.
now.
So what did bring you to Central Texas?
Lots of reasons. Untamed Hope was the primary force.
Okay,
Yeah.
because you knew this because
This
of the climate.
location,
This is
the
where, yeah.
climate, the land, and the need. The
Yeah.
need here, the wildlife trafficking,
I
especially in this
just was
area,
not aware. I
it's
want to talk more
it's
about that.
needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what agencies help with that?
With
With the wildlife trafficking. In other words, if you suspect your neighbor has bought a python, is that what you're talking about? That kind of thing?
yeah,
Or
yeah. I mean,
and
they're sold on the
why
black.
individuals want to buy wild animals, I do not know, but apparently they do.
They do, unfortunately. And then the black market, the people that sell them and then have these, they call them sanctuaries sometimes, but, that exotic experience that people pay for to sit with a tiger or
Oh,
pet a kangaroo or something along those lines. And a lot of times those animals, they come from the illegal pet trade.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, the local law enforcement, U.S. Fish and
Mm-hmm.
Wildlife, they're contacted and they come in and they confiscate those animals and then they
Have to
need
find a place to put
they
them.
have to find placement.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
something.
Do you know if the Cameron Park Zoo has ever called on that kind of thing? I'm
Um
just
y-
unaware of this whole
yeah,
problem.
zoos are one of the first places that
Yeah,
get
I
called
would
upon.
think.
And, a lot of times they do what they can,
Yeah.
but they can't always take these
Uh-uh.
animals. They don't either have the room or, like I said, the animals have a traumatic background. So
Oh,
integration with their existing animals, it doesn't always happen.
right.
So it's a tough situation. And then there's sanctuaries that want to help and they want to do their part. But sometimes they get overextended. It's a
Mm-hmm.
common thing, unfortunately, in the rescue animal world of overextending yourself because otherwise these animals are euthanized if there's no place
Wow.
for them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you say you fell in love with primates,
I
with an
did.
orangutan in
Oh, yes.
particular, huh?
Hadia is her name.
Their personalities, I mean, just their
Yeah.
characteristics are
Yeah,
so
I
interesting.
I remember it was winter, and so the zoo wasn't there were hardly any visitors there. And I walk into the primate building, and there's Hadia, and she's just sitting at her window, and we just started, interacting and building a relationship. And I visited her every day. I didn't even need to be in uniform; she could pick me out in a crowd. And I actually went back to see her a year or two ago, and it had been 10 years since I saw her, and she knew who I was.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there were tears in my eyes.
I can
She
imagine.
came to the window. We
Oh, she
we
went,
just
you're
oh,
back.
it was
Where have you
amazing.
been?
And I brought her an old picture of us and showed it to
Mm-hmm.
her.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a daughter. Her daughter is now, I think, about 7. And
Yeah.
I showed a picture to her daughter of her mom and me, and she was very interested in
Just
the photo.
looking at it?
Just looking at it.
Well,
Yeah, they're so special.
that, yeah,
They really
absolutely. That, and you say smaller
Carnivores,
yeah,
yeah. So like the smaller cats and things like
like
that.
bobcats, that kind of
Bobcats,
thing,
yeah,
right? Which
exactly.
are
Yeah.
out and about here in Central
Yes.
Texas anyway.
Yeah, we're hoping to leave some room for some native wildlife as well.
Uh-huh.
Because a lot of times those guys come through rehabs. And then again, just like, with a lot of organizations, they only have so much room. So if they're not releasable back into the wild, they have to stay, at a sanctuary type place. So
Yeah.
to leave some room for the bobcats or coyotes or
Yeah,
things like that.
mountain lions, things like that.
Yeah, yeah. I've worked with a
Interesting.
little bit of everything, so I'm very comfortable around reptiles is the only one I don't have a lot of experience with, but I do have experience with that too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it sounds
Yeah.
like you're all around kind of immersed in this work. I imagine you do have a lot of really interesting stories with the animals you've interacted with.
Yeah, I mean, Hadia was my very first prominent, story working with great apes. She was my first great ape that I got to really spend some time with. I always thought I wanted to work with large cats. And the minute I got behind the scenes with the tigers, I'm allergic to cats.
Oh, well,
And I
that's
thought
a problem.
it'll be okay. It'll be all right.
dander
No,
is
it
dander,
wasn't.
I guess.
It wasn't. I was sneezing my head off for days.
Oh my goodness.
They're amazing though. I do love them. But yeah, and I also thought I would never really have a bond with birds until I worked with some parrots
Right.
and yeah, had a good experience with them. And my mentor, Steve Martin, the trainer, not the
I was
actor.
going to say, we're not,
I have to
not
preface
wild and
that.
crazy guy. Yeah.
He's got hundreds of macaws at his facility in
Yeah.
Florida, and so I was training with him last year, maybe 2 years
Yeah,
ago
I
now.
wanted to talk to you about that because that's in
Yeah.
Florida.
It is.
Right.
Yeah,
Tell me
Winter
a little bit
Haven.
about what
So,
he does.
yeah, Steve Martin, he is the founder of an organization called Natural Encounters Incorporated. And so they have an animal show at Animal Kingdom, Disney World. Amazing shows
Wow.
there. They also travel with their shows. But I don't know if you've been to Animal Kingdom, but they have the macaws fly free-flighted, and they go to this big tree, and then they're called, a mile away, and those are his birds.
Okay, well, that's
So,
good to know.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he's a trainer. I got introduced to him at Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, and I've been following his teachings and training under him ever since. Just phenomenal trainer. He trains all around the world, and he believes in giving animals a voice and power and control, and empower your animals, build a partnership with them. And it really changes the way that you can work with your animal.
Yeah.
And that's what we've adopted at Untamed Hope, the same concept.
So interesting. Want to talk a little bit more with you about your yoga experience too.
yeah.
So stay with us. We'll be right back with more.
This is the Sonos Arc Ultra, and this is what you need to know about. It represents one of the easiest ways to get into high-quality home cinema without loads of cables and faffing around. And that's because Arc Ultra provides full Dolby Atmos without any rear speakers thanks to its sound motion technology. And Sonos is actually calling sound motion one of the most significant breakthroughs in audio engineering in nearly 100 years. It's an amazing setup, it sounds absolutely fantastic, I love the absence of fat. If you're a Sonos person, there's a reason you're watching this video.
The heart and passion that Amy Morency has for animals is infectious. You can learn more about her work with Untamed Hope at their website. It's brand new. Stay with us. Elizabeth Riley is coming right up with your Act Locally news.
Let's unbox the all-new Walking Pad X21. It is the hottest thing on the fitness market right now. Whew, I like it. I like it a lot. Well done, Walking Pad. So after using the Walking Pad, I absolutely loved it. For the price, I adore it. I highly recommend it.
Escape into fitness with the Schwinn IC4 bike, providing a premium, heart-pumping indoor cycling experience that combines digital connectivity with superior Schwinn quality. The IC4's smooth, quiet ride features magnetic resistance with 100 micro-adjustable resistance levels. Escape the everyday with the Schwinn IC4 bike, your ticket to a life well lived.
At Mapiful, we believe in celebrating your journey, past, present, and future. Our unique personalized products are designed to boost your confidence, elevate creativity, and honor what matters most. From custom home decor to meaningful gifts, we help you cherish the memories that make you who you are. Visit mapiful.com and start celebrating your story today.
And we're back again with Amy Morency, who has Untamed Hope, which is a wonderful nonprofit that she has founded a couple of years ago, and it's to provide a sanctuary for animals who would have no place else to live.
Right.
And right now, you're still looking for property. You'd like to buy some property, and you need some resources to do that.
That's
too.
right.
So how can folks give, first of all?
Well, they can give right through our website. And that's untamedhope.org. And our email to reach out to us directly is on there, thrive@untamedhope.org. But yeah, I mean, honestly, we're interested in anyone who's passionate in this mission. So whether they want to volunteer with services or provide funds, you know, we've got platforms for accepting donations. We're always happy to partner with people. That's another avenue that we really want to go deeper in, is partner with zoos and universities and rehabs, because what I do is offer animal behavioral consulting for these organizations and enrichment practices to help continue increasing that level of care that they provide to their animals and their facilities. So taking after my mentor, Steve Martin, I also provide consulting on animal behavior.
Yeah, we talked about the time you spent in Florida
Yeah.
at Steve Martin's organization. And
Yeah.
are there others like that that you need to like continue doing your learning and research?
You
and
know,
stuff?
Steve is the main one for sure. Susan Friedman is another one. She's a professor in psychology. And her teachings, and her and Steve work together quite often. They've written many papers together. But she's another one that I have taken courses from and continue to learn from, and she's absolutely wonderful. And, you know, the way that they teach about behavior, it's so beautiful because you can apply it to humans. You can apply it to animals. Like,
Really?
it doesn't matter. You know, the whole concept is just to arrange, I'm going to use some training lingo here. You can arrange some antecedents, and then you have the behavior, and then you arrange some consequences, and that's how you shape behavior. I mean, it's really that simple. It's not easy, but that's the basic concept of shaping behavior.
I had a chance to do a story at the Cameron Park Zoo about, you know, dealing with their with their primates, and in helping to, you know, assess their cardiac care and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And that they were able to teach them
The blood draw
to put their
and
arm
blood pressure,
into
a
for blood
sleeve.
pressure,
Yeah.
for just some basic things. Like humans, you know, we go and get that checked every time we go to the
I
doctor's
was
office.
lucky enough to attend the
Did you?
orangutan cardiac workshop. Yeah.
Fascinating stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely. And to get your animals to voluntarily participate in their care, I mean, it makes it better for everyone involved. You know, the animals get better care. They're not stressed or anxious. You build a stronger bond. It's just a very positive experience all around.
It really is remarkable, you know, what we have right here. And I remember years ago, I don't know if they still do or not, but Baylor had a primate lab.
Oh,
Do you know?
I
anything
don't
about
know about
I'm
that.
not sure they still have it, but this was
Yeah.
many years ago.
We're hoping to
Yeah.
help with the Baylor Bears in the future.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Of
would
course,
be
sadly, we
a good
lost
part.
one.
I
this
know
few-
it. I
but,
did hear about
You know,
that. Got the young girls.
that animal
now.
was at a rescue area,
Mhm.
sanctuary, if you
Yeah,
will. So,
right.
living out the rest of
Yeah.
of her life. But
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, they're beloved to those of us who are Baylor Bears. So where did
Right.
you go to college? Where did you?
Colorado State.
Colorado State. Okay.
Yes.
So are you a Colorado native?
I'm not. I'm a California native.
Are you really?
Yes. Yeah. Born and raised in Sacramento,
Oh
California.
my goodness.
Yep. And then from there, I went to Colorado. And from empower your animals, build a partnership with them. And it really changes the way that you can work with your animal.
Yeah.
And that's what we've adopted at Untamed Hope, the same.
Interesting. Want to talk a little bit more with you about your yoga experience too.
yeah.
So stay with us. We'll be right back with more.
This is the Sonos Arc Ultra, and this is what you need to know about. It represents one of the easiest ways to get into high quality home cinema without loads of cables and faffing around. And that's because the Arc Ultra provides full Dolby Atmos without any rear speakers thanks to its sound motion technology. And Sonos is actually calling sound motion one of the most significant breakthroughs in audio engineering in nearly 100 years. It's an amazing setup, it sounds absolutely fantastic, I love the absence of fat. If you're a Sonos person, there's a reason you're watching this video.
The heart and passion that Amy Morency has for animals is infectious. You can learn more about her work with Untamed Hope at their website. It's brand new. Stay with us. Elizabeth Riley is coming right up with your Act Locally news.
Let's unbox the all-new Walking Pad X21. It is the hottest thing on the fitness market right now. Whew. I like it. I like it a lot. Well done, Walking Pad. So after using the Walking Pad, I absolutely loved it. For the price, I adore it. I highly recommend it.
Escape into fitness with the Schwinn IC4 bike, providing a premium, heart-pumping indoor cycling experience that combines digital connectivity with superior Schwinn quality. The IC4's smooth, quiet ride features magnetic resistance with 100 micro-adjustable resistance levels. Escape the everyday with the Schwinn IC4 bike, your ticket to a life well lived.
At Mapiful, we believe in celebrating your journey, past, present, and future. Our unique personalized products are designed to boost your confidence, elevate creativity, and honor what matters most. From custom home decor to meaningful gifts, we help you cherish the memories that make you who you are. Visit mapiful.com and start celebrating your story today.
And we're back again with Amy Morency, who has Untamed Hope, which is a wonderful nonprofit that she has founded a couple of years ago, and it's to provide a sanctuary for animals who would have no place else to live.
Right.
And right now, you're still looking for property. You'd like to buy some property, and you need some resources to do that.
That's
too.
right.
So how can folks give, first of all?
Well, they can give right through our website. And that's untamedhope.org. And our email to reach out to us directly is on there, thrive@untamedhope.org. But yeah, I mean, honestly, we're interested in anyone who's passionate in this mission. So whether they want to volunteer with services or provide funds, you know, we've got platforms for accepting donations. We're always happy to partner with people. That's another avenue that we really want to go deeper in, is partner with zoos and universities and rehabs, because what I do is offer animal behavioral consulting for these organizations and enrichment practices to help continue increasing that level of care that they provide to their animals and their facilities. So taking after my mentor, Steve Martin, I also provide consulting on animal behavior.
Yeah, we talked about the time you spent in Florida at Steve Martin's organization. And are there others like that that you need to like continue doing your learning and research?
You know, Steve is the main one for sure. Susan Friedman is another one. She's a professor in psychology. And her teachings, and her and Steve work together quite often. They've written many papers together. But she's another one that I have taken courses from and continue to learn from, and she's absolutely wonderful. And, you know, the way that they teach about behavior, it's so beautiful because you can apply it to humans. You can apply it to animals. Like, it doesn't matter. You know, the whole concept is just to arrange, I'm going to use some training lingo here. You can arrange some antecedents, and then you have the behavior, and then you arrange some consequences, and that's how you shape behavior. I mean, it's really that simple. It's not easy, but that's the basic concept of shaping behavior.
I had a chance to do a story at the Cameron Park Zoo about, you know, dealing with their with their primates, and in helping to, you know, assess their cardiac care and all that kind of stuff. And that they were able to teach them
the blood draw
to put their arm
blood pressure,
into for
sleeve.
blood pressure, for just some basic things like humans. You know, we go and get that checked every time we go to the doctor's office.
I was lucky enough to attend the orangutan cardiac workshop.
Fascinating stuff.
Absolutely. And to get your animals to voluntarily participate in their care, I mean, it makes it better for everyone involved. You know, the animals get better care. They're not stressed or anxious. You build a stronger bond with your keepers, and it's just a very positive experience all around.
It really is remarkable, you know, what we have right here. And I remember years ago, I don't know if they still do or not, but Baylor had a primate lab.
Oh,
do you know?
I don't know about that.
I'm not sure they still have it, but this was many years ago.
We're hoping to help with the Baylor Bears in the future.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yes.
That would be
sadly we
a good
lost
part.
one.
I know it. I did hear about
you
that.
Know,
got
that,
the young girls
that animal
now.
was at a rescue area, sanctuary, if you will. So living out the rest of her life. But Yeah, oh yeah, they're beloved to those of us who are Baylor Bears. So where did
Right.
you go to college? Where did you?
Colorado State.
Colorado State. Okay.
Yes.
So are you a Colorado native?
I'm
Or-
not. I'm a California native.
Are you really?
Yes. Yeah. Born and raised in Sacramento,
Oh
California.
my goodness.
Yep. And then from there, I went to Colorado, and from there, all kinds of other places. Yeah.
All over the
I
place.
know.
And landed here in Waco.
Landed.
Tell me about your husband. What does he do?
He's a project manager for an engineering firm. So he works 100% remote. So that allowed us to
Kind of live where you want.
yeah. And in some ways it's gotten us into trouble. We've moved too many times. But
Yeah, I think I'd like to live. Okay, let's go.
we are planting roots. We are not moving. Untamed Hope is going to be here, and we're very happy that things have been working out so well. The community has been so welcoming to me, to Untamed Hope. I offer donation-based yoga events, and just to see how many yogis show up and support us, and businesses that open their doors to us. It's been really good, and we've only been here a year.
Well, Central Texans are good folks.
Yes,
Just got to say. I just got to say.
absolutely.
So, how did you get into yoga? Let's talk about your yoga career.
That kind of came from my ballet background. So
yeah,
I
could see that.
was a ballet dancer for 15 years. And
Had aspirations to dance professionally?
I
or-
was with a pre-professional company in California, and then an ankle injury shortened my career there. So I went straight to my other love, which was animals. And then, when you hit a certain age, your body's like, well, I need something. I was an athlete for so long. When I hit 30, it got very angry at me for my lack of care to it. And I found yoga. And I found a teacher, Annie Carpenter. She's from California as well. She was also a dancer. And just the way her teachings were, it really worked. And that basically healed my body, because I started getting a lot of chronic pain and injuries with my body when I hit 30. And yoga just kind of unraveled me and helped put me on the balanced path again.
Yeah, I told you before we started our visit that I had a physician tell me,
Yes.
and if you would do yoga or Pilates for the rest of your life,
Right.
that's the best thing you can do for yourself. And
Yeah.
I do know the benefit of it, because just your posture is
Yeah.
better. You're breathing. You
breathing.
think about breathing, even if you're at a light, in your car, you start
So
thinking
true.
about breathing properly. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many elements to yoga that is so beneficial to your body. And as you get older, certainly the strengthening
Yeah.
that it brings, the flexibility,
Yeah.
but balance.
Yeah.
That's my worst thing, but you don't want to fall.
No. And balancing that strength with mobility. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I do when I teach yoga, is finding that balance between the two, so that our body can find that balance, because we need both.
Right.
know.
And there's lots of different varieties of yoga.
Absolutely. And
So
as
do you
we age and
Kind of specialize in one particular
I do a
kind?
vinyasa flow for the
Mm-hmm.
most part. I feel like sometimes people
You know, I want to explain what that is.
sometimes a vinyasa flow can be fast. I don't teach a fast
That's
vinyasa
good.
flow. Vinyasa simply is just pairing movement with breath.
Right. You don't, you do hold the pose.
I do,
Because
yes.
I think that's an important part of it
That's part of the
too.
strength building.
Right.
Like if you're-
But one kind of moves to the next. To the,
yeah. So pairing that breath with movement, but also finding a nice balance of some holding and some strength building. So I kind of am a balance between vinyasa and a hatha flow.
right.
Yeah.
And what about the hot? Do you?
I don't teach hot yoga. I've definitely taken hot yoga and gotten very sweaty and slippery on my mat.
I know.
Yeah.
I think the last class I took, it was 105
Yeah.
in the room.
Yeah.
And I remember lying there, and of course they'll say, set your intention.
Yes.
And at that point, just lying there, I thought, not to die. was my intention.
Not
It was
everyone can handle
so-
that heat. No,
It
and
was
I'm
so
one of
hot.
them. Like I
Yeah.
have taught some warm yoga classes.
Yeah, warm is
but
not
not
bad. I've done
hot.
that in Florida, and it was really, that was fine.
Yeah.
That was That was good.
Yeah, but the heat can be a
I got
little
to get back to
intense.
it. You said I can't tell you how many people have said I need to get back to yoga.
Yep, it's so true.
I
Yeah.
really do. So where are you teaching?
I
You
teach at
regularly.
I teach at WRS
Oh, okay.
Athletic Club, and I also teach at Basin, the new rock climbing gym.
Where's that?
That is off of Bagby Avenue in Hewitt.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep.
Well, I need to get a list of your classes. I mean, I'm serious. I know it would be beneficial.
Yeah.
I was told by a doctor. So anyway, well, it's really neat though to hear all your varied interests and how things have sort of brought you to this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, a lot
here
of
in
different
Central
things.
Texas.
Yeah, it's all kind of aligned. Definitely not the way I thought it would, happen. But I think this is how it was meant to be. And we do feel, my husband and I feel very grateful to have found Waco and to be so accepted by the community. And we can see the vision, we can see the growth of Untamed Hope. It's there, and I think we can make it happen as long as we can build that awareness and find others that are passionate about the cause.
Right. Well, currently, are you housing animals at
We
this
are
point?
not. No, I definitely wanted to keep it separate from my personal residence
sure.
to, and especially the animals that I plan on taking are not ones that you want to have, in your backyard. For safety
no.
reasons.
Yeah, every once in a while there'll be a news story about a panther getting loose from somebody's house. You're like, what?
We did
What?
we did rescue a pair of rats a year ago because I did want something. Sadly, one of them has passed away about a month ago.
Oh.
I still have his brother, Fred and George, named him after the Weasley twins. But that's all we've had so far.
Yeah, not thinking about getting another Jack Russell?
No, I can't. There will be no replacing her. I don't think
I
I can
I
ever
hear
have
you. I hear
even that
you.
breed ever again.
Yeah.
It's too hard.
I
I
hear
think
you.
there will be another dog in our future, but it will not be a Jack Russell. Yeah. But I have, after Charlie died, I spent some time in Arizona at an equine therapy facility, and
Yes.
that helped bring me back to life, so to speak.
That's wonderful to know. I've become very well versed in equine therapy. I mean, I've
Really?
just had the opportunity to talk to various people for various reasons
Yeah.
about it's almost magical what horses can do
That is the
to
perfect
help
word.
people.
That is the perfect word. And that's how I describe my experience in Arizona. It was my magic moment. I had a horse. His name was Charm. His name is Charm. He's still with us. And you know what? If anyone told me about this type of experience, I would have been like, oh, you're silly. That's okay. That's nice. That doesn't really happen. But now that it's happened to me,
That is
I
wonderful
have
to
to
hear.
really open up to this
Yeah.
new idea that I never thought could happen. Charlie spoke to me through Charm, and he brought me back to life, and she through him brought me back to life, and I was speaking to her and reconnecting to her through him. And this horse just reminded me of Charlie. Even though it's a horse, it's not a
Isn't that
dog.
funny?
They look nothing alike.
And they have such I think, a sense about what the
They
human
do.
around
They
them is
do.
thinking.
And the soul of this horse was
Yeah.
it was just there, and he was just with me emotionally. And I still stay connected to his owner. And so I have connected with Reach Therapeutic Riding Center in McGregor.
Good.
Those ladies out there are so wonderful, and they've opened their arms to me. And so I go and I train their horses and
Do
work
you
with
really?
them. Yeah, and
Oh,
they're
that is
amazing.
good.
They're amazing. So
Yeah.
I have a few. I know I'm not supposed to have favorites, but I have a few favorites over there as well.
That's okay.
So
I
those
mean-
are the animals that I'm working with right now,
That's
and hopefully
good.
we can
Yeah.
Continue to partner with
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, I had a chance to
organizations.
visit with Ty Deli with Unbridled, which is in Moody.
Oh, okay.
And their equine therapy involves the horses, but they're not ridden.
Yes,
It's
the
just working with
groundwork. That's what I experienced
Is
in
it really?
Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, we never got on and rode the horses. It was all groundwork. Back to you. where your pain is and what you need to work through. And they do it in such a supportive way that you can make those breakthroughs. It's incredible.
I'm just more and more fascinated about that, and
Yeah.
just how people have just kind of come my way through this show to learn about it. This is great. So again, folks can go to your website.
Go to our
which is-
website, untamedhope.org. They can reach out through us directly through our email, thrive@untamedhope.org. We're also on social media, Instagram and Facebook at Untamed Hope. Lots of, pictures of animals we've worked with in the past and our upcoming events and other things that we've got
So
going
are you
on.
planning fundraising events?
We are, yes.
Okay, good.
So
Well, let's talk about that.
we've got two main things coming up. One is a training workshop at Reach. So this is where I would offer behavioral training to anyone who's interested, mostly, animal care professionals or students, pre-vet students from Baylor,
Sure.
things of that
Yeah,
nature.
continuing education thing.
Exactly. So I give a lecture on that, and then take it to the ground and work with the horses and get them, practicing those skills of positive reinforcement training with the horses. So it's a great way to learn those techniques and skills and build upon that. So that's one thing that's happening in September. And then we have a silent auction that will be hosted by WRS in October.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
So
Good.
looking for
And is that
things.
for Untamed Hope?
It is. All of
Okay,
it's for
so all-
Untamed
all
Hope.
for you.
It sure is.
Good. Well, I want to learn more about that as we get closer to that. You say that's going to be when?
October.
In October? Okay.
Yes.
Need to come back. We'll just do something
Yeah. Oh,
specific
that would be
about
great.
that. And yeah, wonderful folks there. at
Yes,
WRS. In your classes, you teach there of yoga or when?
I teach Monday, Friday at 10:30 and Thursday at 9:30 at WRS.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Well, this has been delightful for
Thank
me
you
to
so
get
much
to
for
to
having
meet
me.
you and to get to know you a little bit better. I like to end these little visits with a sort of a questionnaire. It's like the one James Lipton would use on Inside the Actors Studio. Do
Okay.
you remember that
Yes,
show?
I do.
I can't. You don't look old enough to even know
I
about
am.
that show, but this is my take on it. So here we go. What is
Okay.
your favorite word?
Oh, my favorite word. Trust.
That's good. That's good. What least favorite word?
Judgment.
Okay. What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally, Amy?
Being in the presence of any kind of animal speaks to me right to the soul.
Does not surprise me. You would say that.
Yep.
Knowing you this little bit, I have gotten to meet you. Well, what turns you off creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Just being around, that judgment and closed-mindedness. It really stops the creative juices from flowing when there's too many restrictions on things. Yeah.
What is your favorite sound? Okay. Do you
Channel
have
your
a-
inner yogi.
your inner yogi. All right, least favorite sound.
Oh gosh. There's probably several animals out there. A macaw, very angry macaw.
Oh, an angry
Squawking.
macaw. Yeah, that is one response I've never gotten from anybody before. And that's a new one too. But all right, let's see. What's my other question? Oh, you've done a lot of different things. I mean, what job would you like to have tried?
Liked to have tried.
I mean, you wanted to be a
didn't.
go more on with the dancing, but
Yeah, I did, for sure. Well, I always wanted to be an Olympian. So if they could just have, dancing in the Olympics one
Yeah.
day.
well, they have some.
But,
Don't they
know-
have some dancing?
Well, ballet.
competitions
but
and stuff,
They
but yeah.
can't. Yeah. It's too hard to, score the artistic. That's a good question. I really don't know. I feel like everything that really spoke to me, I went out and I pursued. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What job would you like? You don't want. In other words, no thanks. Somebody
Anything
else do
that requires me to be at a desk and a computer 24/7. Oh no, I cannot stay still.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah. One last question. When you arrive at the pearly gates,
Oh,
what do
my
you want to hear God
goodness.
say to you, Amy Morency?
Charlie's been waiting for you.
All dogs go to heaven, they say. Oh, Amy, you are a delight. It's
Thank
just
you.
been fun for me, and I certainly hope you'll come back.
Thank you
To
so
the Ann
much.
Harder Show.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank you
good,
so
good.
much, Anne.
Stay with us. We've got more show ahead.
Concerns, but also in providing top-notch preventative health care. We're proud to connect pet owners to a vast network of licensed veterinary professionals, ready to address any immediate concerns and expand access to pet care. Book your first appointment today.
Coming up, Act Locally News with Elizabeth Riley, and we've got some great music ahead. The Ann Harder Show is on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss an episode.
I just got my Colgate Advanced LED Whitening Treatment in the mail, and I am very excited to have dramatically whiter teeth in just 10 days. My teeth are going to be 6 shades whiter. The treatment is enamel safe and hassle-free. It's even designed for my sensitive teeth. Let's open it up. Inside we have the blue light whitening device. Full 10-day supply, and it looks easy to apply. Order yours today at shop.colgate.com.
Hi, my name's Erica, and today I'm going to be taking you through my skincare routine using the Tasmanian Spring Water range from Sand and Sky. This range is really good for dry and dehydrated skin like myself. It's packed with 2 types of hyaluronic acid and fermented sea kelp to reduce redness and irritation, which I experience daily. So that's it. It's so quick and so easy, and my skin feels so dewy and so hydrated.
Saying goodbye back in the spring. Promised it wouldn't take long. This rodeo life can turn nights into weeks. You can handle the being alone. The phone calls keep getting cut short. My rides, she can't take much more of the way. While haze got his mind in the West Texas sky, there's no way it's gonna change. Now no one's home, and they tried to call. After the ride, it's back to the stall. Yeah, she moved on some other town. Well, he always thought she'd understand somehow. There's only one place he can go. He's off to the next rodeo. Sometimes he'll think about quitting, settling down for a while. There's easier ways to be living than running on empty for miles. Now he spent his whole life chasing a dream, and all he's got to show is no wore-out saddle, sad memories of the girl he used to know. Now no one's home, and they tried to call. After the ride, it's back to star. Yeah, she moved on to some other town. Well, he always thought she'd understand somehow. There's only one place he can go. He's off to the next rodeo.
Let's be honest. The hemp industry can get confusing with acronyms like CBD, CBG, and CBN. What is CBN? I'm glad you asked. While CBN is extracted from the hemp plant, it does not produce any psychoactive effects or high as seen from THC, and is not habit-forming. At Slumber, we designed our entire product line around CBN because of its ability to help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. All of our CBN is sourced from Colorado-grown hemp and lab-tested. If you're new to CBN, give one of our sample packs a try. All of our products come with a 30-day guarantee, so you can sleep on it.
Deer Valley, where innovative comfort and stylish design meet. Bathroom solutions. Smart toilets. Kitchen solutions. Deer Valley. Stylish living, savvy savings.
If I've learned anything in the last year, it's that to show up as my best, I need to make intentional choices. And that goes back to the absolute basics. Number one, it's I have to move. And number two, to stay hydrated.
I have been using molecular hydrogen from Water and Wellness to support my health and well-being. It helps with energy, recovery, liver health, and more. The hydrogen has been a game-changing addition to my own wellness routine. The tablets dissolve into my water and deliver powerful minerals to help my body feel its best all day long.
It is Martini Monday at One Day Bar. Get an espresso martini, classic martini, lemon drop martini, or chocolate martini all day for just $8. The Diwali Festival is coming up on Saturday, October 18th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Asian Leaders Network are joining the Waco Downtown Farmers Market at the Bridge Street Plaza for their second annual Waco Diwali Festival. Experience the vibrancy of Diwali, also called the Festival of Lights, which is celebrated across India and South Asia right here in Waco, Texas. Also, registration for Dia de los Muertos Parade is open and it closes October 5th. This huge celebration pays tribute to our departed loved ones, allowing everyone to reflect on shared memories and the journeys their lives lead now. Be a part of the parade, attend the festival, and join them November 1st at Indian Springs Park from 4 to 10 p.m. I'm Elizabeth Riley with Act Locally News, and I'll see you next time.
just hasn't crossed my mind. Say goodbye to all that heartbroken thinking. I say goodbye and never look behind. She came along, clean up all your mess. Sure will end up no different than the rest. When she came up out of the blue and I forgot everything felt a magnet. The hurt you left just melted away. My heart's back on the mend. Lonely nights have reached her end. And here I go falling all over again. And here I go falling all over again.
For 75 years, Nalgene Outdoor has been your trusted companion, fueling adventures and helping protect the planet. We're committed to reducing waste, improving access to clean water, and providing simple, safe, and sustainable products for you and your family. No gimmicks, just durable, well-designed bottles built to last. Join us on our mission to amplify life, not complicate it. Because at Nalgene, what goes into our bottles matters as much as the adventures they fuel. Explore more at nalgene.com. That's NALGENE.com.
you have to do is tap your Popple to the back of someone's phone, like that, and they instantly get your social media and contact info right on their screen. They don't need an app or a Popple to receive your info. With our feature called Popple Direct, you can pop one of your links directly. I turned Direct on for Instagram. Now when I pop someone's phone, it opens directly to my Instagram. So get your Popple today and start impressing everyone you meet. Make it pop.
Spread a little happiness, spread a little love. It only takes a little bit, it'll be enough. Where the world is cruel, turn your gray skies blue. Yeah, it's up to me and you. Spread a little happiness, spread a
Let's be honest. The hemp industry can get confusing with acronyms like CBD, CBG, and CBN. What is CBN? I'm glad you asked. While CBN is extracted from the hemp plant, it does not produce any psychoactive effects or high as seen from THC, and is not habit-forming. At Slumber, we designed our entire product line around CBN because of its ability to help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. All of our CBN is sourced from Colorado-grown hemp and lab-tested. If you're new to CBN, give one of our sample packs a try. All of our products come with a 30-day guarantee, so you can sleep on it.
Natural Cycles identifies your fertile window by analyzing changes in your temperature. It's the first FDA-cleared birth control app. No hormones, no side effects, and 93% effective with typical use, and 98% effective with perfect use. Just measure in the morning, add your temperature into the app, then learn which days you can and cannot get pregnant. It's that easy. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
Revive Superfood Smoothies. Pill, pour, blend, and enjoy. All within the comfort of my own home.
Revive Superfood Smoothies. Peel, blend, and enjoy. Fast and easy, and I'm out the door.
Natural Cycles identifies your fertile window by analyzing changes in your temperature. It's the first FDA-cleared birth control app. No hormones, no side effects, and 93% effective with typical use, and 98% effective with perfect use. Just measure in the morning, add your temperature into the app, then learn which days you can and cannot get pregnant. It's that easy. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
Thanks for being with us. Join me tomorrow when we hear from a couple of local lawmen about ways you can protect yourself from becoming a crime victim. That's on the Ann Harder Show. Have a great day.